Alright, what's going on, guys? Back with another commentary video. Northern Michigan Adventures. I just like saying it that way, like superhero style, you know? Makes me feel good. Alright. This first picture here, Charles Oakford's model hat store. Of course, right? Why wouldn't they have a model hat store? I mean, look at all those different looking model hats. And I don't get that. It's a model hat store? Are they not real hats? Or is the terminology and wording just weird on that one? I'm going to go to the model hat store. Man, get a model hat. It's not a real hat. It's a replica of a real hat. But I can't have enough model hats up on my mantle, you know. That aside, hats, caps, and furs, wholesale and retail. This looks like it's in Philadelphia. The reason for the download of this picture, besides that little bit of commentary, is wowza, look at the inside of this place. Are you kidding? Look at those lights on every table. Look at those tables alone. I'd hate to be the moving man who had to, you know what I'm saying? My back. But yeah, what a beautiful place. I mean, these old places that are just giant, just like this place. What else do they have to do but fill it with a million of the same thing? That's what it looks like. This guy here is like, check this hat out. It's black, it's tall. And this guy back here is like, check this hat out. It's tall, it's black. And this guy right here is like, is anybody looking at me while I got my tall black hat on? Look at the guy in the front. Taking my picture? It's not a real picture, but I mean, why they make him look like that? Interesting. Anyway, this hat store. Look at the detail on the picture, though, no matter what. Oakford. You go into the back room. There's some ladies. That must be the ladies section over there. They got a ladies section, too. Cool. They don't discriminate. They got a million bonnets, too. We got white lace bonnets. Models, though. This is an awesome picture. Biblical theme here. Mount Ararat and Babel, right? Tower of Babel. Okay, I better like not just go away from that. Like, oh no way! Look at the ark up on the top of the mountain. Is that it? Mount Ararat, and then it looks like it says Noah at the end there, N-O-E. Yeah. Amazing. Look at that little castle city. And look at this amazing feat, the Tower of Babel. Yeah. So that's one depiction of it. Looking around, what else is there? There's some pyramids in the back, too. Some other buildings, people hanging out, ships. But wow, what an amazing feat of engineering. Thing looks amazing. So you go up these steps, and then you're on your path, I guess, going up and up and up. And then they have these like little stop points or something like that. These little buildings. And what's this one? Nineveh. Okay. Looks like you got Jonas Prophet there. Tomb of Ninus. Interesting. Little city going into the main entrance here. Kind of crazy. They got this entrance to get over the river. Then you got to go through that entrance to get into the main gate here and on the inside. That's what she looks like. Got it all gridded out, all plotted out. Kind of cool. Oh yeah. It's this one. Babylon. This is the plan for Babylon, huh? Look at that tower. Is that supposed to be the same Tower of Babel? Looks different. I wonder why it would be different if it's supposed to be the same thing. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but yeah, really cool. I mean, you can get a lot more out of this picture than what I just talked about too, so. Okay, this right here, I'm going to look at the wording down here at the bottom. These guys are just kind of chilling. Kind of got some cowboy gear on a little bit. The rat. Uh, Atimura Waikato. I don't really know where it's at exactly. But they're talking about this mountain right over here. And really, right in the background, too, guys. Right there. Isn't that interesting that that's called a rat and that it looks like a rat, too? Maybe that's why they call it a rat. Here's the regular mountain, right? And then you see its head right here. There's its head. There's where its eye would have been. Here's its mouth, and you can almost see its tongue hanging out right there. You go around to the neck. There's a paw, or, whatever you want to call it on a rat. And then stomach. And then his hind legs are kind of hunched under here like a dog's get. And then the tail would be going off back there. Yeah, I would say this is some sort of a rat. A giant rat. Like you see giants in the sides of mountains. There's animals and stuff too. Go ahead and look it up, guys. It's all over the internet. I was looking at that, and then somebody else mentioned to me, some young person mentioned to me, hey, doesn't this look like a face right here? Yeah, this could be like a giant laying down. There's the chin. Here's its mouth. Goes up to its nose. Here's where the eye socket and eyebrow would be. The rest of its head. Crazy looking. So the rat and the rat's owner chilling in the ground after the Great Flood. All right. Kaaba. So we got the Kaaba in the middle there. Look at this place. Doesn't look the same now, does it? This is like just after it got destroyed, perhaps, and they're just coming back and starting to, fix it up again. The Kaaba, the black box in the middle, the cube. Everybody should look into that if you don't know anything about that. Black box and cubes and Saturn and all this. Anyways, it's for somebody else's channel, but I know about it. Anyway, look at this place. Totally destroyed. Look at the tops of these buildings. This place doesn't look like it's been kept up at all. You know what I'm saying? Down here on the ground, you can see people going around the block like they do still. I think that's why it's, right in here. I think these are actually people. And then when the photo was taken, they just look like a blur. But my whole thing was, yeah, that doesn't look bad. But everything around it does. Like everything just got hammered by some sort of a storm or a flood or something. Because pretty desolate, especially the surrounding areas around the city here. Look, no trees, no nothing. No foliage. The architecture here is obviously really amazing, what's left of it. It'd probably look a lot more pretty if it didn't get destroyed. Yeah, like, what do they got down here? Is this we got the rebuilding going on? What are all these white pieces on the ground? Interesting. Anyway. To the more interesting. So, yeah, man. The grand... I don't know what that word is. So, anyway, they look like some sort of religious guys. They're dressed a little interestingly, like some women who are ready to go to bed for the night. Especially this guy on the right. What is up with that outfit, man? I've never seen that kind of a dress on a guy. So, okay, that's new to me. So they're burning these incense or something. Or are they just showing religious pieces here? Things having to do with some of the religion, perhaps. Up the camp of Israel and the tabernacle. Wow, pretty cool. The ark hanging out. Oh, I wonder if that's what it really looked like. Is this the ark? Is that of Alliance? Not the same arc that I'm thinking of. This thing is for perfumes, it looks like, so it gives off smells. And They got a laver here, the laver of the Temple of Solomon. Wow, just a bunch of pictures of things that they would use in like ceremony during this time. Crazy. This one here is just like the rat. What is it, guys? I'll give you a moment to check it out. I'm not going to call it the rat. This one doesn't have a name. I just noticed this one on my own. I'm like, wow, that looks like something. Found this before I found the rat. So for me, this looks like some sort of a pterodactyl or bird hanging out here. So here you have the head right here. And you can almost see the beak where there wouldn't have been any fur. You can see the eye here, perhaps the eyebrow, the head back here, and the whole back of it going on down the mountain. And then, or itself. But it like died and laid up on this hill, just like that rat did. It found a place to lay and it died there. And you can't really make it out here, but it almost looks like it has feet and everything. Wings, we would call it. I don't know if it's a pterodactyl. I don't know if it's a bird style. Interesting, though, no matter what. If it's just a mountain to you, right on, brother. It's just a mountain. But to me, it's more than that. You gotta do your research and figure it out on your own, though. I mean, I pretty much told you where it was. If you can see it, if you have eyes to see, you're the man or the woman. If you don't, you got some catching up to do, son. All right. Check this out. Look at those street lamps. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about right there. How cool would that look? Rolling down that street at night. I mean, it doesn't really look like anybody's rolled down it in a minute, but what is that, sand? These nice white benches, these nice lights all over, and then everything else just kind of looks like garbage. The background, you got that building back there. That looks like it's in really good shape. So who knows? Is that new construction? Is this all new construction? It's just interesting, those street lamps. I don't know if I've seen ones quite exactly like that before. So this is just one of those pictures where they're like, yeah, I'm a Masonic guy, and I'm just gonna put 1,000 different tells in one picture, and I'm clever, and maybe somebody will be able to figure some of it out someday. Or my buddies, they know. What a cool way to talk to them secretly. What's this guy got going on? You got to just look at all the different things. So he's doing the map thing, right? Doing the globe thing. He's even got the globe right there. Looks like he's measuring something on. He's got like a phoenix on his chest there. That's super interesting. If you know anything about the phoenix phenomenon. He's also got the older star globe down here with all the zodiac signs and stuff on it. Those are cool, man. I like that. You don't see those hardly at all anymore. He's got this other thing in his hand right here. I don't know what that is. A watch? Some sort of timekeeping device? All the stuff that he's got on the table there, the compass, the square, looks like he's got a little map there too. That's interesting. A map of what? I wonder. Doesn't come in that well. There's a ribbon around the world. That's interesting to me. I don't know what that means. There's a book unlocked under the table. And I guess the last little interesting thing I see is that the floor is just really cool with the pyramidal graph style patterning on the floor. What else is in there? He's got in the back here. What are those in that cabinet back there? I wish the picture came in better so we could see. Right here, this is an amazing picture, obviously. We got some giant bells that I highly doubt these people made, because look at the size of them. How would they hoist them up there? I'm sure we could come up with some ideas, but I just don't believe it, guy. Okay? So, there's a giant bell there. Whoa. And it has 3 rungs at the top. Then there's a smaller bell that looks like it has 1 rung from there. Then in the background, there's another bell. It does show how they're moving it right now with the sticks and the wooden rollers, but and then what? In the background, yeah, they got the bell tower. Okay, what are they gonna do? Is that how they climb to the top of it? Giant scary ladder. Is that how they're gonna get the bell to the top of it? I mean, is this picture even real? What's it even supposed to mean? Because I don't really understand it. I highly doubt that's what really happened. I mean, to move this giant bell, I just don't see in how did they make it and how did they really get that giant bell up there, because it certainly wouldn't be like that. This tower in the back, they had all these little bells. You can't really tell, but it's got a bunch of little bells hanging off the sides of the building. I don't know what that's for, but in a lot of those places, even today, there's still places that have the bells, and I guess when the breeze kicks up, it makes all the bells go off and stuff. I guess it's probably an energy thing that we just don't understand. But yeah, take what you will from this picture, guys. Very, very interesting. I don't really know what to make. They're showing the bells, they're showing how they moved it, and are they trying to say that they went up a ladder with that giant thing and put it at the top? I hope they mean something else, but that's how I'm interpreting it, so the picture's not really working. Here is a great picture. I know this one isn't very good quality when I zoom in, but what's up with fireplaces, man? These old fireplaces with no fires in them. Look at the one at the top. Look at the amazing architecture above it, above the mantle and all that right there. So amazing. You know, life size. Crazy. Maybe bigger than life size. And but down below it, they got the fireplace. They got 3 things in it, and I don't know what they are. You can't really make it out. But look how giant that is. I mean, you could watch. It's a little dangerous, you know. Small kids could go missing in that fireplace. It's so giant. And then you got some more down here. This one to the left almost looks like that's a chair in it. This one here, can't really tell. These here, though, these look like what they put in front of the fireplace. So these are interesting. And then is this piece right here, what piece of technology is this? Is this how the whole thing worked? You know what I'm saying? Because you got the strange open fireplace, then they'd have this in front of it, never any wood or anything like that. So part of the technology must be these. And I really don't know what this is. I can't zoom in well enough to see. I don't think. If it's even in the right language. But yeah, man. Maybe this gets modified to look like this. I don't really know. But I would love for somebody to figure that one out. Come on, guys. What do you got going on today? Figure-free heat out, would you please? I've been waiting my whole life. Yeah, okay, well, this is a strange picture. It's a charity bazaar. It's St. Vincent. That's an old name that you heard forever. They have stores around where I live. Like, what are they called? Thrift store. Yeah, that's what they have, St. Vincent. So they're still doing supposedly good stuff for the community. Here, this is the St. Vincent Infant Asylum, November 14th, 25, at the Coliseum in Chicago. Is that the 14th through the 25th? Or is it 1925? I don't really know. But the picture is really odd. It looks like that lady's kissing the other girl's nose or something strange. Holding her face like that. I just don't get it. It's a really almost creepy picture to me. Cool looking. The color's really nice on it and everything, but I don't get it at all. Infant Asylum anyways, guys. Those were things. Oh, yeah. Classic, you know, instead of football on the weekend, what we used to like to do is just trap a bunch of elephants, get them all in there, and then grab our spears and just go murder the crap out of these elephants. Really? Oh, I can't read it. It's too bad. So they're in the big Coliseum, and it looks like the seats are filled. So apparently going and slaughtering a bunch of animals is sporting. I know it still is for some people. It's just never been my cup of tea. Yeah, wow. And that must be the last picture, guys. I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon, and I'm going to keep pounding a bunch of cool videos out. I got a circus one on its way. That'll be a really interesting one, I think. There's some cool pictures with that, so stay tuned and look for another Northern Michigan adventure.